Everybody, and welcome to ESO Daily. I am your host, Mystic Raven. All right, I hope y'all had the good weekend. Who knew? Philly won the Super Bowl. Actually, happy for them. You know, good game, I guess. I didn't get to see it, but hey, I didn't have to watch the Patriots win. I know Patriot fans, you guys hate me, but it is what it is. Alright guys, so I'm going to be working the DK. I was going to come out with a new build on the PTS. Of course, PTS is down for maintenance currently. So, unfortunately, I am on the PC as we speak. So, been working the Xbox, been going here, going there. So, we got one on Crypt of Hearts. Falkirth Hold. Might need that. Oh, it's two in Fungal Grotto. Hey, David. What's up, dude? Man, it was an interesting weekend, wasn't it? By the way, thanks, man. I do appreciate you coming in and, leaving comments in the thing. I love you guys, David. You guys are the best. You guys are the best, David. I love it. Like, the reason I really like my community gets me. And, you know, with all these upcoming changes, it's like, I'm happy about it. I am. I'm really happy that everything's coming, forward. But, the thing about it is, just for me, it's just like, people are like, oh, you hate the meta players. And I'm like, I don't hate meta players. I just think there is no fucking meta. Like, they try to look for the best scenario, but they lose insight on the entire game's premise, and that's what I've been preaching the entire time in my channel. It's been crazy. I don't think my Undaunted's even up there yet, which I still have to get, so I might just queue the normal. Yeah, I'm Undaunted 3. So we're gonna do random normal. Hopefully I get whatever. I got to get that Undaunted. Hopefully I just nail it out. Two birds with one stone. Like I said, I'm still working this tune. So, until I get Undaunted 6, that's when I start amping up in the vets. So, I don't need monster sets per se, but need that Undaunted. And while I'm doing that, I also need to get Sky Shards and lore books and all that other happy, good shit. We got a bunch up here. Holy crap. Man. Add-ons, though. Gotta love them. But, yeah, so tomorrow I'm going to be coming out with the build. The servers went down. And it's a DK build. It's not this build. But it's for sustain. The build is about a carryover to sustain. And it basically what it's doing is what the DK has been struggling with. Because a lot of people don't know how to do the heavy attacks after the dot rotation. So they struggle with sustainability. So I was like, that's fine. I know how to implement the build. I know how to do it. And so they get the best of both worlds without losing. Hey, Helly. Morning. Oh, yeah, by the way, I got your email, Helly. So anytime you want to give me that bite, I am definitely in. Thank you so much. So, yeah, anytime. So I'm like, I'm really pumped up with what the devs do in this game. I really do like everything of which direction the devs do go. That's without a doubt. I feel like out of all the games I've played throughout all of my years, Elder Scrolls has probably done it the best.
There you are.
More than most games can. What you could expect out of most MMOs. Now, a lot of people were like, well, it doesn't have the linear progression. Well, that's one of the things I love about the game is the fact that we don't have to keep, tediously farming the same end game, week in, week out. Morning, Todd. Hope you're doing good. I hope you guys all had a good weekend. Day in and day out, and then all of a sudden, guess what? An expansion drops, and then all of a sudden, boom, all over again. I mean, I just hated that. That's one thing I always hated. Oh, sweet, Helly. Thank you so much. I'll probably drop the queue just to get this. I don't know if I did the public dungeon on this dude. I'll hold off. But I got to get these sky shards, man. Definitely. I need, especially if I'm going to get my vamp unlocked. But yeah, and then just throw me an invite, Helly. But I appreciate it. And also, by the way, Xbox players, thank you. Thank you so much. I mean, the love I've been getting on Xbox, oh my God, thank you. Thank you. I mean, it's awesome. You know, I've been doing a couple dungeons, a couple players recognize me. You know, they've hooked me up with gear for 160 when I get there. You know, help me level stuff. Oh my God, it's a blessing. Papa! Papa's in the house. Morning, Papa. I hope you had a good weekend, man.
There you are.
But, yeah, so, I mean, I'm really happy with the news. Robert, my man, what's up? Good morning. You will be happy to hear EB HPAC is kicking ass in EU. Oh my God, why don't I play EU? Because I haven't gotten there yet. Sooner or later I will. Actually, Ebonheart Pack's doing pretty good. We have a couple of the known players who's made a switch over. I don't know why that is. To be honest with you, I have no idea. But hey, it's welcomed, and you know, it was great to see a couple of the known players, you know, kind of pull over to the pack. I don't know what it is. I'm not questioning it, because at the moment, hey, we're winning. So, you know, can't say it's going to be that way forever. But hey, man, I'll take it for what it is. And I've been playing PvP less and less because I've been just, you know, I've been working my butt off, trying to get, you know, everything, you know, in there. So no, I do have to get this sky shard. So we're gonna go in this bitch. I might get my ass kicked because I'm still a low level, and I'm still working the CP. I'm trying to get up to 700 before Dragon Bones comes out, because it's gonna be 720. But I don't think I'll have enough time. That's like 2 weeks. I might get up to like 650 or something, and then I'm still working, you know, the Xbox. Let's just make sure I have everything kind of set where I need it to be. That should be my draw essence. Yeah, it's my heal. Okay, and then I want to go ahead, and I think we're good there. And I think, why isn't all of this unlocked already? That's a bad sign. Alright. And I think I'm going to put my impulse here. Might have been messing with something. Hey, James, morning! 'So I finally sucked it up and did lore book hunting to get one of my Toons Mage Guild to 10. It's a pain, isn't it? You know, I was with Mustang yesterday, and we actually did lore book hunting. It was great, because she has the app, the ESO app, so it was really good. Bomber drama. It drove AD to shore and pulled DC to Vivek PSNA. Oh my God, I missed it. I'm telling you, and Goose is playing right now, and so is FIFA playing EP. So, man, I was like, what is this? Yeah, so tomorrow I will be coming out with a new DK build, and it's just to help players with the sustain issues. So, because, you know, I'm kind of aware of what's going on. Okay. $12K DPS, y'all. $12K DPS. Go. Helly, thank you so much. Let me know when you're in. I'm definitely looking forward to this. up here a little bit. Alright. Let's go. Probably not going to get a Q for a minute, but it's all good. Says I'm offline. Let me fix that. You know what happens? I end up. Let me go to friends. Okay, there we go. There we go, Helly. Oh, Helly, you're a lifesaver. Hold on, I'll travel to you as soon as I get this. That's right! Okay, I'm traveling to you now, Helly. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's going to be crazy. I can't wait. Dragon Bones has been, thank you so much. It's been one of those things that a lot of players have just been kind of like, you know, you guys are aware of it, and a lot of players are, but I think, you know, the problem with the game in its essence is players been like, oh, well, you know, it's this and oh it's that, and I'm like, yo man, I don't see it that way. I really don't. I look at this game, I've been doing it, and I was like, there's so much potential in this game, you know, there's just so much. I mean, I kind of hope new skill lines come out. That's the only thing I'm hoping, because it kind of gets bland, and we're thinking, man, it would be awesome if we can get wands and books, so magic users, instead of using dual wield, they can get something to do light attacks. Okay, hold on. Let me get off the mount. Yes, bite me. I'm ready. I'm a servant of the darkness. I'm a servant of the darkness. I sacrifice my life for immortality, my soul for immortality. Yes. The suspense is just, it's awesome. Yes. Soon I will be one of them. Make the bite really good. Make it good. Bite me hard. Ow. Am I biteable? Do I need to remove my helm, Helly? I don't know if there's a problem here. Oh, I'm invisible. Okay. I gotcha. Let me do it again. I'm going to travel to player again. Hold on. I'm just going to travel to you again. I'm invisible. I hate that bug. That's a terrible bug. They need to fix things like that. But yeah, the new system's coming out, and I'm really happy. I'm hoping we get new skill lines with the new chapter. I'm not holding my breath, but I'm sure whatever ZOS decides to implement, it's going to be good. But if we do get new skill lines and we get wands, with like a wand and a book, so we can weave with a wand instead of having one staff, so you don't have to do dual staff and you can hit these procs. That would be badass. Okay, let's hope I'm visible this time. Okay. Oh, yes! 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 Oh! 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 Oh my god, it was just... It was amazing. Oh! Okay. So now I must enter. I'm bowing down. It's... Oh. Thanks, Ellie. Appreciate it. But, yeah, so if we get new skill lines, that would be awesome. Not to say we will. A lot of people are like, you know, speculating about necromancy. I think necromancer is possible. I don't know if it'll come out this DLC. I just don't know. I can't, you know, say one way or the other. I don't work for ZOS. But it would be either way. Anything that's going to happen is going to be awesome. So we got the vampirism going down. Helly was awesome.
When I was a priestess of Arcane,
We got to run some pledges together on Xbox. I got to get my Undaunted up. Oh, definitely, man. I'm in for it. You know, I've been trying to run with you know, anybody who subbed, anybody sponsors. You know, just trying to, you know, extend, you know, the love that you guys shown me. So that's why I'm on there. You know, I'm on there because you guys, you know, help support me in more ways than one. So it's like, you know, I need to extend myself to my viewers, to my audience. So that's what I'm about right now.
That is why I insisted we perform this rite at once.
Helly, thanks again. I appreciate it.
No.
Once I do this, I'll requeue.
No.
Yeah, my Undaunted's got to get up on this. Mystic, have you been smoking skooma? No, I am not a skooma user, I promise. It's not a meta thing. I love David. David's like, I can't, on one of the comments, he's like, I can't follow you anymore, Mystic. You become meta. Loved it. Glad I could help. No, thank you, Ali. Appreciate it.
and from your poison, we grew. King of corruption, your children are coming. They will defy
I gotta get
and
more
destroy
skill
you.
points and lore books. I gotta get my shooting star on this.
What shall I do?
Okay, come on.
When I saw what I had done, I called out to my god, Arcane. I prayed.
It looks like water.
Molag Bol's
There's like a blood pit over there, and this looks like water.
and
Maybe I'm cleansing myself for the bloodbath. You gotta purify yourself within to get dirty. You know? Just saying.
Molag
It's a
Bol
ritualistic thing.
said you would
I'm
not
sorry.
come. He said you turned your light.
You know, it's kind of interesting the way this storyline works out. So Molag Bal is speculated to have created the vampiric race on Tamriel. I don't know if you guys know a lot about that lore. I just found it interesting, you know, that, you know, this quest line kind of, you know, coincides with that whole backstory.
You left us to suffer.
It was amazing. And that's one thing I really like about this. Like, the lore is still implanted in Elder Scrolls Online. So,
Feed upon your foes. They will use their stolen strength to conquer and consume you.
pretty cool. Yes. I submit.
This is your kin. Life still flows within its blood. Tear it out, drain it, so that it may join.
Oh, snap. Blah.
Now you are one of us.
Oh, the darkness. It's so
I
beautiful.
offer you a
Ow.
gift. The catacombs are filled with the Defiler's cultists. Sneak out
Okay.
behind your prey and
Yeah.
feast.
So now I got some vampiric skills. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I wish you could keep them, but it's not the way it works. I used to do on the werewolf. I went through literally and would get all my skill points, go in there and level my werewolf to like max 10 with the morphs and stuff. That's back when you could stay in transformation the entire time. And it was just it was godsend. It was like, oh, but now they fixed it. It's like, oh, bummer. Okay. She's suspicious, this one. You're in the catacomb. Your food. They brought you here for a reason. Turn around. I think I get credit even for the kill. I'm giving you a chance to change your ways. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know. I've been bad. I've turned into a meta player. How gross. How gross. It's not my fault. They're making my builds a meta thing. I didn't do it intentionally. What will ever become of me? What will become of ESO Daily when non-meta becomes meta? Oh no! I'll have to stop. All right. I just wanted to. Let's hurry up. Kill. You. Alright, that one's done too. Isn't there more around here? Oh yeah, right there. There's a suspect. Ah! You're not supposed to see me? Die! Mystic, you need to run fast. And how goes your Xbox? Oh, I'm in my 80s on champion points. Yeah, I need to do this fast. I'm trying. I'm in champion points 80s, 87 now. I'm like 2 days away from doing Julianos. And I'm already researching some Nirnholm, so I'm really looking good. The community's been really great. Like, you guys have been like a blessing in disguise for me, man. I mean, seriously, people's been sending me like gear, everything. You guys have been like the best. I still got to get enchanting up. I'm at 38 enchanting. Everything else looks kind of good. So, David, what's up? GM, all that was one good game last night. All you have to do, Mystic, is call yourself the father of the new meta. No, I can't. Oh, no. I can't do it. I can't. It can't happen. I can never submit to that cause. I just don't believe in the meta, you know? I think the meta is a farce, you know? Like, the game's much bigger than the meta. So, you know, that's my whole thing. It's like, my big deal is, like, people will always say something, and I'm like, you know, to me, it's just a giant farce, you know? I mean, sure, the numbers, like, they've got good builds, and it works, and I'm not debating that, but they limited the options of what the game holds. And that's why I don't like the meta. I don't, and because I don't want to limit players, man. If the new meta, you know, would dictate anything's possible, then yeah, I would say I would go with the title of the father of the new meta. But they're never going to give me credit. They are never, ever going to give me credit. Why? Because, you know, it's funny thing about diminishing returns. What's the easiest way to find Nirnholm stuff to research it? Okay, well, back in the day in Craglorn, you used to be able to do the missions, right? The dailies. And when you get your coffer, there was a chance that a weapon, a Nirnholm weapon would be in there, traded with Nirnholm. Now, it's not a set. It was just a random weapon or armor piece that you could research. I don't know if that still stands true, but that's the way you used to be able to do it. Like doing those dailies, getting those coffers, and hoping that you would get Nirnholm to research. But now people just, you know, ask players who know it, hey, can you do Nirnholm so I can learn it? That's pretty much the easiest way to do it now, is just having people who know the trait and getting it. So it's unfortunate, but it's the way it is. You know, it's crazy though. I mean, and the funny thing about it is, and I always tell people, like, Nirnholm is great because it applies weapon and spell damage percentage. But in certain essence, in certain build configurations, I don't want Nirnholm. Like my Nightblade build, I'm still running Sharpen because of the way it's configured. Oh my God. Yes, come to daddy. I gotta reapply my food. I don't have potions. So sad. I need to craft some. I should have crafted some. So sad. And now I'm a vampire. Thank you, Helly. Thank you. But yeah, the build's done on PTS. City of Ash, whatever. Not what I wanted. I might get a Burning Spellweave Jerkin. I still need a Jerkin in here. So I'm still on this platform, still looking for the Jerkin. I have the staff, so I'm good there. Just buy Nirnholm weapons from guild vendors, 20k a pop. Yeah, I got one for 18. So keep in mind, I'm just getting the bonus XP. Did I get this lore book is what I'm wondering. No, I did not. I need that. Get it. And I need this skill point.
Idwell. Ehrenvade. My name is Hilda.
Yeah, just come with me. I don't care which one of you do it. All right. Morning, Rock! Whatever are you going to run? On what? On Xbox, General? I'm having trouble. I am trying to make him a hybrid, but nothing is working. Any suggestions? Hybrid is kind of a finicky build. Sorcerers are a little bit more pliable with certain hybrid builds. You know, especially if you go with like Khajiit, because the crit's going to apply to both spell and magicka. And then you get weapon and spell damage based on the abilities from the sorcerer. Also, Fighter Guild will apply. Then you can use the set like Pinnacles, and then use another set to gain like you can probably use like a different drop set or something. But you'd want something to increase your spell weapon slightly over, so Pinnacles would work. Go. Oh. There's a chest! Easiest way to get Nirnhorn stuff to research is to farm crafted nodes in Craglorn. Get the Nerd Crux and just trust the crafter. Yeah, it's a good way to do it. Like, I used to, like, hoard the market in Nirnhorn one time. I was so bad. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, I'm still needing Undaunted on this dude. I leveled him up during the event. I just haven't got to actually do too much with him. Otherwise, it costs a shitload. Poor dude really needs his Undaunted up. Alright, I do gotta switch out one skill. Where is it? There it is. I need that Molten Weapons leveled. That should be over here. Ah! I was hoping to hit the water. Ow. Come on.
More of them coming. Keep those bows ready.
Will the NPCs get out of my way?
has his use.
Mag DK, you lost your mind, Mystic. They do shit DPS. Can't take worth, and gods forbid you to try to heal with one. Right? What was I thinking? What gear are you running, Raven? On this one, this is my asphyxiation build. I'll give it to you here in a minute. Okay, so the gear in this is the Overwhelming Surge and Julianos. So I'm double stacked on the back end, so I proc the Overwhelming on the dual wield side. That'll give me my lightning. It just, increases my uptime for my Lamberus, because, I'm doing a lot of flame damage already. Pinnacles and Shackle Breaker. Yeah, you can go that way, and then maybe run like, an agility or a willpower set. That would work. You could do like a switch out, get the bonus from the proc on the one end, and then just switch it out. The only problem is you can't craft jewelries in both sets, so. I think I got all junk. Get the skill point.
Thought I would be more satisfied at his death. In time.
Yeah! Nice.
You truly believe you won.
Don't have fun, guys. Don't ever have fun. Do not do it. It's not. If you have fun in this game, you're playing it completely wrong. Not allowed to have fun whatsoever. And that's what I play for, man. I'll be honest with everybody. I play for fun. That's all I ever want to do. It's like I want to play to have fun and, build builds that are viable. And that you can not all of my builds are, set towards end game content, because some of them I roll in dungeons, some I PvP with. Molten Webs can now be morphed. Thank you. That's what I was waiting for. So there it is. Nice. That's what I want. That's what I like about you. And my Ash Cloud can now be morphed. Really for me to, it's what I like about you. Honestly, guys, you ruined the off balance with your whip. No, I didn't. I have whip. I don't have power lash. I don't use power lash. And I don't think that's going to change for me. Power lash is good. I just didn't. I knew about the off balance with power lash, anyways. But I use whip. Like I always use the the flame lash. I never used power lash. So I always have used molten whips. I mean, it's only 90, but it's 90 that applies to 3 other abilities. So that essentially is not just empowering one ability, it's empowering three dot abilities. So, or 2 dot abilities and a direct. So for me personally, it's like, it's worth having because, you know, that's adding a little bit to my entire dot rotation. So, yeah, you know, what can I say? I'm a noob. What will I ever do? I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. It is what it is. And you know, like I said, I'm not debating a lot of things with certain people. It's just like, I know there are other ways to do things in this game. Holy spliff. I got shitloads down there, man. Shitloads of lore books. Holy spliffly spliffly spliff. Oh, hold on. I gotta definitely go back to Mournhold. I gotta trash shit. So let's get that Rapids on there because my dude is still slow. He's so slow. So slow. But, yeah, guys. Tomorrow will be a really good... And I'll give you guys a heads up since you guys are watching. So I'm going to use Burning Spellweave. And I'm going to be using Lich. Alright? And a lot of people are going to ask why. Okay, Burning Spellweave. Let's talk about this. Burning Spellweave will basically do this for you. It will, when you proc it, right, it carries over to the other bar, the switch out. Same thing with Lich, right? So the idea is you take one aspect of the build and you say, oh, okay, well, here's my proc side for my Burning Spellweave. Now I'll get into this tomorrow. And then all of a sudden when you switch over, now when you get under that 30% or 33%, you're going to proc the Lich on the other side on your rotation throughout your switch out. That's going to increase what? Your recovery, right? For 20 seconds. So during this time, as you're doing your attacks, you're going to sustain a lot better. Because as you guys can see, that's the problem with the Mag DK, right? And I'm aware of it, and I usually pop more potions and, you know, and try to keep it at least between 1/4 and 1/2. I can't sustain a full bar. Seriously, what's the big deal with taking a 5-second debuff off with Whip? I mean, really? You lose 4 seconds here, 2 seconds there. Is that really such a huge deal? I don't think so, because I see it from, you know, the perspective like, okay, I'm going, well, now it has a cooldown. But prior, I always knew, oh, it's gonna consume off balance. Well, that's not a good thing, considering, because if off balance is consumed, sure, it's great for my power lash, but it's bad for my party play. So I would definitely use it more in PvP, but PvE, I kind of would refrain. Self heal's nice, but who gives a shit at that point? Because I'm getting healed by a healer. FYI, those heavy attack dual wield weavers are taking off balance off too. Right. Yet that's not covered. But yeah, you know. But you know, because that's in the passive too. That one's in passive. But they never covered that. But yeah. No one's talking about that, are they? Man, you made a good point, Rock, with that statement alone. That statement alone says so much. Why don't you yell at them? Oh, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying. It's hard. Okay, is that build you're going for a PvE or PvP, or are you just farming? Right now I'm leveling my DK on this platform. My main DK is on my PlayStation. But tomorrow with the new champion system, I'll be covering the build on PTS, so everybody gets an idea of how the CP will be allocated and everything. So it's already built on PTS. PTS just went down for, and it'll be a PvE build. It's not for PvP. PvP, I don't have a problem with DK. I don't need sustain in PvP because everything's timed for me. I have a whole different build for PvP. So I have 2 different builds for PvP for DK. One is to hunt down little Nightblades and beat the shit out of them, which I do really well with that build. And it's really nice. I really like it. And my other one is basically, you know, just more group-oriented playstyle. I don't know if I've actually posted that build. That's a good question, too. So I have no problem playing DK. in PvP. None. I don't have to, like, you know, have this ungodly amount because I'm using like Tri-Stat. I'm using a lot different configuration. For PvE though, a lot of problem with DK is just like how long it takes to recoup because they're dots. It's forcing you to do heavy attacks in with the DK because you have dot durated down. And a lot of people want that bar past the halfway point. Well, DK is not meant to do that. That's why the costs are so expensive, because the durations are the longest durations for dot applications in the game. So a lot of people are like, it sucks because the sustain is an issue and they don't have anything that reapplies Magicka. I get it. I get it. So I was like, okay, well, I'll come out with a build that basically keeps everything in check and basically is going to help with recovery. So for more sustain. So a lot of people will just be like, oh, okay, because they didn't figure it out. Is it a build I would run? You know, I don't like giving up my back. I don't like giving up my back bar proc on my builds. But with this, you know, you're kind of, you know, anticipating that to say, oh, okay, I'll just lose a little bit for more sustain, and that's what the build's built around. So it's a PvE build, and it's great. You know, it's a switch out system. Is this meta? Pugs must touch the balls. They must touch my balls, or nothing at all. Please hit my balls, or nothing at all. No, I'm sorry. I'm going crazy. That was way off key. But anyways, yeah, no, it's going to be it'll be a good build. It's a solid build for players still struggling with heavy attack rotation and timing. So it'll be good. Wait till you see the inhale skill in PvP with target cap. I know. I'm looking so forward to it. There's a lot I'm looking forward to with the cap removal. Just so many things I am looking forward to. Hit the balls! Volleyball. Spike it! Click! Wait till you, but yeah, there's definitely, you know, a lot of upcoming changes. I think it's good, actually. There's a lot of things I'm enjoying. Do I want to keep a burning spell we've had? I don't think I do. I mean, I'll hold on to it. I already have impen. Maybe I don't. Whatever. I'm getting rid of those for sure. I thought I had a Sunderflame jacket somewhere. I'll keep it just in case. No AoE target cap on inhale in PvP is going to make DK bomb build. Yeah, and that's kind of what I've been wanting to do, is like a DK bomb build, but you know, you kind of have limitations, your survivability, but once you throw shields up and you go in there, and you can still do it in light armor, that's the best part. Like, you can literally shield up, right? Go in there, root their asses with choking talons, reducing their damage, and then go ahead and then hit the friggin' inhale. Holy shit balls. It's gonna hurt. It's going to be very ugly. You won't want to be, if you see a you know, a kamikaze DK, more balls, yes, more balls, more balls, more balls. Oh, okay, that makes sense, laugh out loud, because I made a PvP duelist for 1x1 or 1v1, and it's very good against Templar. Yeah, you know, and that's the thing I like about this game, general, is like there's different ways to, you know, approach it, you know, and that's what I'm always saying. It's just like, to me, I do the math, you know, and I generalize it, and I get kind of lazy, where other games I wasn't so. But I mean, I see the numbers in a different way, and I'm just like, what the fuck have people been smoking in this game? What, I mean, did they notice the number here? Did they notice the indifferent curve over there? Where in the fuck is this bis at? And I was like, you know, literally, like, always, like, stunned. Or you could, a couple of vicious death. Oh yeah, no, that's what you would use, right, Rock? Use the vicious death with the DK, and you can stack it, right? Fuck the monster proc at the moment. You know, if you don't, you wouldn't even need a monster set. You could. I never use choking talons, right? I don't use choking talons either. I use no, I use the choking. I don't use burning. I use the choking. I used to use burning, But I use the choking now for the debuff. That's the only reason I use choking talents. Because even if they break it, it gives them the debuff. That's the only reason I use choking. Because I'm anticipating the break. But guess what? Unless they cleanse and there's negative effects. See, the nice thing about the DK, you hit them with the choking talents. It debuffs them. It applies the negative status effect at the bottom end. And unless a healer's wearing something like Stendars, right? You can literally then apply the dot applications. Because remember, choking talent is also going to apply a dot. So now you have 2 negative status effects applied from one ability. Then all of a sudden you hit them up with the dot, the burning status effect. So all of a sudden you got burning status effect, you got the maim applied, and then all of a sudden you have other burning effects applied. So all of a sudden they're cleansing. They have to cleanse. Right? They have to. They're forced to cleanse, or guess what? Be pressured. By that time, now I'm using Power Lash on a 1v1, and I'm literally beating them the fuck down. You're forcing the Templars or anybody to just go ahead and deal with the status effect. If they don't, it's a win-win for you, because the pressure's not going to kill them, but at the same time, what it's doing is reducing their damage. So choking in PvP debuff is great. That's why I use it. I just use it for the debuff. I don't give a shit about the damage. It's just, and if I can root a magic player that has no stamina, now I'm beating the shit out of him because he can't move. He's just stuck there. Stamina users are going to break. I know that, but the debuff's applied. Now I can, keep up with them, and now I can slow them down. So that's what I like about the DK. Also, I use the flames of Oblivion, because what ends up happening, Nightblades will stealth out. That ball will shoot at them even in stealth, and they'll pop them right out. That's why I use it. It's like, it doesn't, as far as damage, I don't give a shit about the damage. I'm using it as a utility at this point. It's a free friggin' pop out. It's going to deal some damage, and it's going to pop them out of stealth. Even if they hit the potion, they can use the friggin' invis pot. It don't matter. If that ball hits them, they're popping out. So I'm trying to stay on them. So I use the chains, pop, staying on top of them, choking talons. If they're in that area, it'll pop them out too. Use the flame, bam, blam, blam. Oh, okay, because I use talons for flame DPS for the Scoria with engulfing and burning. Right, yeah, and it works great. It works great. The way you got it set up, General, is excellent. There's nothing wrong with that because it works. And the Scoria, when it procs, shit, that's nice. I use Scoria too, but like I said, I just use the choking talents for the debuff. That's all I use it for. It's just the only reason I use it. It's really nice, and then apply the pressure and get the negative status effects, keeping the pressure set up. That's why I use it. And I love the DK. The only thing I don't like about DK is like my one build set up for direct, which works out great, and it's kind of a win and lose situation for DK, and the aspect of like, oh, okay, well, I want to do this, but I'm going to lose on this end if I go that route. And it's like, it just sucks, I guess, in that aspect. I'm kind of like, fuck. I'm never really happy. I mean, I make good builds, and I make builds that are, do its function, but I can't have my cake and eat it too. It's like, shit, I want it all. I want it all. I want direct damage, I want pressure, I want an insane amount of whatever in each build. But that's what I'm always arguing. The devs actually were very, and the PvP's gotten better. Actually, in my opinion, PvP has gotten better. I feel counterplay has gotten a lot. It's progressed, especially with the new system. I'm not really happy with the indication system that's coming out or whatever, because I'm like, how long has players been playing this game? I get it. It's for new players. I get it. But honestly, really, morning Mustang. I was just talking about you, Mustang. We went lorebook hunting. Friggin' Robert broke down and got one of his mage guilds up to 10. So he went lorebook hunting, broke down and did it. And I was like, me and Mustang were hanging out yesterday and doing lorebook hunting. And I was just telling him you had the app open and everything. Alright, so I got some space, so we're going to queue up the other ones. We're going to go Fungal Grotto 2, Crypt of Hearts 2, and I think it's Falkerthold. And I think I need some more of the stuff in here. I didn't know to use the debuff. I might just make another Brett and DK for PvP with Choking Talons. You know, you don't have to use Choking Talons. I just like it general. That's my play style. I'm always telling players, play to your play style. I like Choking Talons because of the debuff. That's the only reason I like it. Patch drop yet? Nah, not yet. Nope, it hasn't dropped yet. So, Robert, well, I was just telling her about you breaking down and getting your Mage Guild 10. I was like, Robert broke down and did it. He's got his Meteor. Meteor, you'll love it though. Once you get a Meteor and you have that flexibility in your kit, it makes it worth it. Plus the Mage Guild passives being applied comes in handy. You know, 1% of, you know, 2, like Degen. A lot of people don't like Degen. What made you do it, Robert? I have to have it. I have to have it. Even if I don't use it in certain build configurations, there's a few builds I don't use Meteor, but most of the time I have to have it. I do. It's just it's what I'm about. I'm like, no, give me it. And that's what sucks. Like I'm on Xbox now, and guess what? I'm lore book hunting. I'm like, oh my gosh, the pain, the pain. Somebody make it stop. Okay, so I already got that one. I need to come back up here. I still need a shitload of lore books and shit, and I'm queued. I wanted Meteor. Of course you did. Damn right. You know, I still remember, like, in the beginning, before weapon. Okay, so a lot of the problems with this game in the beginning was limitations on, you know, abilities or ultimates. And I would see a lot of players, stand players, using Meteor over their Dawnbreaker. And I'm like, that's something I wouldn't do. I'm like, I know it sucks that you're either limited to class abilities that deal elemental damage and not physical. And then on top of it, to make it worse, you know, you're, you know, limited like this, you know. And I think there's always, that's why I'm always saying there's always room for improvement. Yes, there is a website for it. Oh, there's a website for it? Ooh, I might, yeah, I'm gonna grab it. Restoration Staff of Mother Sorrow. That's not bad. Sharpen. It's actually really accurate. Is it? The ESO app, yeah. ESO, I've never used it. I go to Dolphy. I'm a big Dolphy supporter. I use Dolphy a lot. I never get sidetracked with harvesting unless I see like regions or reagents. Okay. Need this way shrine. Get it. Alright. Now I gotta go down here because I know there's a lore book right there. It was interesting thinking Vicious Death Spinners, Magical Detonation. You know what? Yeah, Inevitable Detonation, the morph with the Inevitable Detonation, Draw Essence, Spinners, Vicious Death. I agree. I think that is going to be one. And then use a shield system. Like, you can use Harness. You use Dolphy, I use Dolphy. That's what I use. You know, sometimes it gets a little bugged, but that's what I do. And boom! Right, yeah. No, I agree, Rock. I agree. I think that's just going to be the... I think that's going to be one of those builds that are just going to be like... But once again, if you can root them in place, hit them with the draw. Actually, another one might be good is, you know, your Cinders. That could be very viable in rooting them. You know, if you root them in place, even if they leave, they're going to be, you know, slowed down. They're not going to be able to escape. And you can use shifting standard as your ultimate. Holy crap. Could you imagine getting Drawn Essence, Talon, and shifting standard with a DK bomb build? Holy fuck. That would just, yeah, I'm not gonna get it this time. That's gonna, that would be like ugly. I would be like, oh snap. Yes. I want my vampire skills up. I wish I could just instantly jump. A lot of people slot like stuff in vampires because they think like if you slot vampire skills, it goes up faster. It just levels up automatically. I'm lore book hunting on a couple of tunes that I powered level. I totally feel your pain. Yeah, you know what's even worse, Helly? We're on PC, so we have the add-ons. These guys don't. Like, console players don't even have the add-ons. And I'm like, oh my god. That's what I started on. And when I came to PC, I was like, oh my god, where's this app been where's this thing been my entire life? I wouldn't. I was thinking about literally one time, maybe, when I started a new tune, taking every district and using the add-on map as a general display for people who use YouTube. So, and basically just, and going over it and showing each of the books location, you know, piece by piece. You know, doing that too. I was thinking about it. Like, you know, in the future, as far as content, saying, you know, lore books and you know, using my PC platform to display it. So, I'm doing a walkthrough. Because it sucks sometimes, like, you know, looking it up and just standing. And sometimes, if you have commentary, somebody is like, you go here, you say this, you do that. Like, that was the problem with surveys. That's why I got it started in surveys. I would look up these surveys, and nobody was saying, like, which way shrine to go to. You know, and making it a little easier. And I was like, well, this sucks. So that's why that's how I got involved with some of my first vids. Am I cute or not? Yeah. Says I'm cute. I hate DPS queues. They suck. I'd rather be put on a healer or a tank. Trust you and me, guys. That's why I play healing and tank a lot. Alright. Well, I'm probably going to cut this. I got to get going here. But I don't know if Delta is going to be on today. And like I said, I'm supportive of the content creators. Just FYI, for all the people out there who hate me and always looking down on me, I used one of your survey videos this weekend. Oh, did you? Great, cool. I like them. I liked it when I did it. I'll even like backtrack on my own vid. I'll admit it. The best feeling the world is dropping a meteor on someone at level 16 in under 50 campaign. Yeah! Oh my god, it's like, you know, some of the best moments is when you actually are going to have that moment like that. I agree. I totally agree, dude. Because it's like, oh my god. Life without my add-ons would suck. Don't go to console. Don't go to console then. It's not pretty. If anything is still standing, whip their ass. Yeah, whip them. Oh, whip them good. Dun, dun, dun. But yeah, guys. So but yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. I'll go over the new DK build. Question on lore books: is it enough to collect all zone books to get to level 10? No. To get to level 10, even if you had the add-on, and you literally got every lore book in one area, you won't get it. Scott, what's up? I'm just about to end the stream. I hope you had a good weekend, Scott. I hope you had a good weekend this weekend. But yeah, I'm just about to cut the stream. Yeah, like, now here's the one aspect I will say, David. So you can get level 10 if you were to get all the dungeon lore books, all the side, because every area, like in Ebonheart, AD, and DC, if you were to get all the lore books in those 3 areas and all of the side books like poetries and Dwemer lore and all those ones, I do think, later, Helly, you have a good day. Thank you once again. I appreciate it. If you were to get that, I believe you can get level 10, but I always just go to the other zones. So in the past, I used to have to look up all those little side ones to get leveled up, and I did Cold Harbor too. So it was Cold Harbor, 3 zones, all the side ones, poetries, the Dwemer lore, all of those ones. Silver, what's up, my man? I hope you're having a good weekend, dude. I hope you had a good weekend. Welcome to the stream. About to end it, though. But yeah, tomorrow I will be coming out with the new DK build. Once again, it's to help the players with sustain with DK. Because a lot of people, like I said, just want that bar higher. Well, the DK's not meant to be played like that, right? It's a lot of heavy-end dots. Some of the most expensive, but the longest durated ones. So you're never supposed to see like, oh my god, I have a full, like almost a full bar, you know, after I lay down my dots. No, it's not ideally speaking, but this build will be a little bit more forgiving, and it'll still be very powerful, and it'll have the applications that players are more accustomed to, and it'll also give you both benefits of the staff, because I typically don't like to run the staff because I do my weave rotation in between my swaps. So when I'm, you know, whatever, I'm learning, you know, my light end attack cancellation on my get, you know, hit up that builder, you know, get my dot rotation, switch out, get my proc in on my back bar, and then just start switching out as you know, within a timely manner as much as I can. But DK is never going to hit top end DPS, but at the same time it has more consistency. This build will just help players manage the resource and still keep the power up front. And that's what I like about this build I'm going to post tomorrow. So just stay posted for that. I'm looking forward to delivering it to you guys. If anybody has any questions, comments, please post below. Once again, I want to thank my community members. I want to thank everybody for their support. I would be nothing without you guys. You are my community. Getting all those lore books in 5 zones does not get MG10. At least it didn't used to. Used to take 7 or 8 zones plus a dungeon and Cyrodiil lore books to hit MG10. Yeah, that's why I said I can't remember. I used to do like all the little side ones and everything to whatever. And I still think. And now that one time I used to get I did get like, I want to say there was like a couple zones I was able to skip. But it was actually longer trying to hunt down some of the little ones because of the side ones. But yeah, it's a pain. No matter what you do, lore book hunting is not fun. It's not fun. And you can do Mage Guild quests now, too, to help with that. But, like, the dailies. But it's not even very productive to level it that way. So, pain in the ass. But yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. I'll post that build tomorrow, and I'll show you guys how to use a DK in more sustainable atmosphere with the build. And it's pretty flexible, just very forgiving, and still very powerful. So I'll post it tomorrow. I want to thank everybody for watching. Once again, if you have any questions, comments, post below. Thank you all. I'm Mystic Raven, the CS:GO Daily, and once again and always, have a nice day.